As an artist, you are not beholden to the events that are happening in your area. You don't have to wait for DAC or an art league or anybody else to tell you when and how and where you can show your work. You can actually take the initiative and plan your very own solo or group show. And this is a great way to actually connect with your audience.
Creating a concept that not only makes sense, it's realistic, and it's something that you have planned out is crucial for making this happen. And we want to walk you through the three elements of putting on your own signature event that we promise will be a huge success. So, starting off with that, the concept.
Yes, the concept is really the bread and butter. It's the meat and potatoes of your show. So, whether you are solo or you're in a group, you want to pitch a concept to the audience and your venue that makes sense. You want things to fit together. So, if you're solo, this could be a series. If it's a group, you could find a subject matter or a technique that ties it all together so that your audience is being drawn to a specific theme or concept.
The big thing too is figuring out if you want this to be a private invitation type event or a public event. And then once you start there, the possibilities are endless. And we have a fantastic guide for you guys on how to build your event soup to nuts. So, probably one of the most important things is how do you choose a location?
Yeah, so venue is also really essential in planning. There are endless opportunities, and you shouldn't be restricted to things that you might just think off the top of your head. I did a solo show 2 times this past year, and it was actually at a greenhouse at a plant nursery because that made sense for my work. But we also offer a space for artists to have shows, whether it's solo or group, at the Art Apothecary. Think outside the box. You can do it indoor, outdoor. Just ask around and think about what your vibe is.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, think about your venue and what their intentions are with your event. If they just are trying to get people into the door to make sales because of your event, they may not be as inclined to be thoughtful about the way they promote it with you. So make sure that you're putting on an event in a space that they actually care about what you're trying to accomplish. And I have to say, doing an event at the Art Apothecary or at Westside Creative Market, we're here to support you along the way. But let's talk about number two. So this is marketing and sales.
Mhm.
Ryan, you are all about the in person old school way.
Yeah, I like to build deep connections with collectors. Those relationships are really important to the way that I personally sell my work, but it doesn't always work for everybody. I do think that an old school tactic that everyone can take advantage of is having postcards or actual tangible marketing materials, not only at your show, but using them to prepare for the show and put out in advance. Really, with marketing, you just want to get ahead of the ball as soon as possible. Please don't wait until just a couple weeks before the event. You want this to be announced well in advance and you want to consistently build awareness for that date.
Our rule of thumb is don't plan anything outside of 6 months. Because if you're going 3 or 2 or 1 month or a week before an event, it's just going to be too rushed and it won't be successful and thoughtful.
Yeah.
Now, the digital side of this, regardless of your in person touches, and if you watched our marketing video, we go in depth about relationship building. And these are the people that are going to be coming to your art shows. But I want to talk about how you can make this successful. And at the end of the day, if you don't have a website, and let's say you don't have social media or anything like that, there is an amazing platform called Eventbrite that not only allows you to build out the details of your event, but it allows you to sell tickets if you decide to make this something private. So it's really important that you're promoting your event on social media, you're putting it in your local, or I guess, commerce spaces like
Yeah.
your chambers of commerce. If you're in Delaware, Delaware Scene, and you're putting it out in as many news, press releases, any way that you can think of, and you're tying it back to that Eventbrite. If you have a little bit more experience and you can build out a web page, that's great. But I'm telling you guys, Eventbrite, it allows you to actually market the event through Eventbrite. And when people are Googling, what should I do this weekend? Your event will probably come up. So when it comes to the minutia of digital marketing, I recommend hiring a professional. Don't try to figure out how to create Facebook and Google ads for your event because at the end of the day, you don't really want the public to come. You do want people to stumble into your show, but ask the venue to partner with you on marketing.
Mhm.
Think outside of the box with marketing. And the most important thing is you're inviting your tribe. Or if you're doing a group show, everyone brings their people together.
Mhm.
So trying to just get random people to come to your show, that's not the way to go. If you're thinking about marketing, focus on your relationships. So that takes us to number 3.
Yep.
So how does the day of event go?
The day of event goes as well as your planning of that event. And it's really important to be prepared, but disabuse yourself of expectations. If you're going to have a breakdown because you didn't sell every single piece of art at your show, you are setting yourself up for terrible disappointment and disaster. The first show that I did was very slow, but I stayed positive and built lasting connections. So when people came back to my second show, I did have a lot of success. So you want to manage your expectations, and you also want to maintain a really positive, open attitude, because if you're having interactions with people and getting them curious, that is money right there. They will circle back and they will invest in your work eventually.
The other best part about this is that by you not participating in someone else's party, you're making your own. So you make the rules. The more that you can think through making a very structured, beautiful day of event and also plan people to come and help you is going to be the most successful. I can't tell you, and I'm someone that loves to do pop up shows in random places. Like I did an exhibition of all my drag queen photographs at Camp Rehoboth, and halfway through the show, photos started falling off the walls. And I thank God had a group of friends that were there and family that all came to help me. So I was able to still mingle and hang out and be able to walk around in heels.
Yes.
Because I had people that were there to support me. Your people, your family, your friends, they want to see you be successful and they want to be part of whatever you're building. Make sure you have a plan for setup, for running the event, and for the breakdown.
Yeah. We don't plan for that enough.
We don't, yeah. DAC, we get in trouble with that all the time because we overestimate or underestimate. And probably one of the most important things that you can do is at the end of all of this, thank people.
Yeah, that's huge, actually. You're absolutely right, especially the venue. If staff is going above and beyond to help you, even if they weren't so great, you visit the same place on the way up as you do down. So you always want to be decent to people, you want to be grateful, and you want to be cooperative. Um, Planning for breakdown is huge. You want to have support people there because the day of an event is exhausting, and you just want to make sure that you have enough energy to treat your work right from start to finish so that you're not rushing and accidents don't happen.
So if we've totally inspired you with this video, we want to hear your proposal. And if you want to do your event at another venue, we're here to support you as well. We believe in you guys creating your own opportunities because the more that you're supported, the more our entire ecosystem of the arts at the Delaware beaches and beyond strengthens.
And we grow together.
Totally.
Yes.
See you guys soon.